and Judy matter.
Okay, Daddy Freeze. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Chris.
Okay, let me break one issue. Let me break one matter that I don't want to mention names. When you day in your 20s, you give girl belle, and it can't be your papa friend, daughter, you give belle, then force you marry him. No be from your mind. I don't mention name, but you understand where I'm from. So when man talk say, I know the girl papa and my friend, you suppose get that point. So
I know they there, oh. In name
I don't mention name, but you get where I'm coming from.
This is the way you talk. I don't hear anything. Network is a bit bad. Ha!
But that's the truth. That's the bitter truth. Anyway, let's not go into details.
Wow.
When Papa say, there's, support abortion, and the matter now. So,
wow.
It is what it is. Wow. So in some cases where a man stand, in the cases where somebody say, I don't know, say my picking the contest election, that's to tell you there's that closeness not today.
Do you know you one-on-one?
Why not? He knows me now. My name is Chris Bassi. He knows me now.
Judy in court, you know Judy one-on-one?
No, we're not close.
But what really happened? As in, I don't know.
I don't know. I just gave you a little history.
Hey! I feel like offing the life and running away. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double-click the screen or double-click the screen. TikTok people, hey, this matter where you get pass all of us. Hey, TikTok. TikTok. Don't turn TikTok timing bomb. Hey.
But that's the truth. That's the bitter truth. I know that 100%.
Wow.
Okay.
But
Daddy Freeze, I'm your younger brother and I'm contesting for an election and you're not aware, outsiders. You heard it from outside. What does that imply?
I know one comment, man, I can't say that Daddy Freeze mouth big past everybody's mouth. You know, say me, I already get plenty enemy. Like I know Congo, Nollywood people join my enemy list too. I don't know anything. You know me, I don't know anything. I'm very ignorant. But you have seen me.
Like
the only thing I know is Rolex and Bible. If it's Rolex, I know. If it's Bible, I know. Any other thing, I don't know. Even this girl called Ojo, I don't even know her. Hey, Ojo, how far? Share with the updates.
Good afternoon, sir. This one choke. This one choke. That's why you said you wanted to off the live and run away. Me too. What's my ears head? Sir, can you repeat it?
Please,
I go talk. I go talk with you. I know they fear. Nobody come fight me. Now, truth. If they all fight me, I did Finland. Let them come fight me for Finland.
Do like this, I will say don't repeat that place because I don't want to hear. Maybe don't talk say I did there.
No, but that's just the truth. It's just the truth. Like I said, now person family issue, but you married at the early age when you're in your early 20s, still in school or just finished school. Like I said, let me use this context. Many marriages in Nigeria start from I don't carry belle.
Many, myself, now final year we do me and my ex. Now I don't carry belle.
If not be to bomb picking, some people no go marry.
As in, you no get clue. They don't bring food, come on. What food is this? Oh, do you know I've eaten catfish today? Catfish, pepper soup, and yam.
Wow.
I brought people.
This is past 9 p.m. here.
I brought people. Look like
here.
Wow, Daddy Freeze, you're enjoying your taste buds is just spoiling you. Daddy Freeze. Taste buds is just
Freeze, they make Nigeria they hungry me now. And if they make Nigeria the hungry meal, I've not had anything.
You know, like say they follow their fights. Facebook people, they gonna see the catfish. Then sauce day for spring roll by the side. See the spring roll.
Now cat wait on to fish.
Baba, this one pass cat and a lion wait on to fish. Oh. YouTube, when I say one see I go show now. Make una no vex. Now taste buds market at the sell.
Listen now.
Catfish. And the boxers I just wear where I sit down.
My sister, where are you? Oh.
So
I'm in America.
Sorry, let me just show all of you. Make it not be like say I dey hold on from some of you now. Sometimes they send me request say want join my live. I tell you say they find who go join me. Tell you they see. Just see them. Catfish and yam.
That the fish no go eat the fish for life, because if you eat it now, the thing no go digest for your belly or another person belly where they watch you go just digest.
Baba, make them digest. Because I want to chop the fish, so that I no go hear this thing where you want to talk.
I don't talk anything. I just make a statement. So.
Wait, sir. Let's get back. Why Daddy Freeze is eating? Are you trying to tell me with your full chest? And you even mentioned your complete name.
This is my
and you said you
name.
know him
I'm wearing my
polo. Are you trying to tell me that it's because? Wow.
This is my name.
Yes, it is.
Wow. Are you related to Yoda
yes,
Basi
yes,
by any chance?
No. I'm from Cross River. I think she's from Akwa Ibom.
No, okay.
Yeah. Please send me a message. Send me a message. Send me a message.
So you're saying confirm that is what happened, and you know this because you've known him for years. If you want to
contribute, then
correct?
You join live.
I know this.
My personal phone. I think it's in our work. Want to contribute. Oju way you see then I phone she phone me.
See. The truth of the matter is, let me go back a little bit. You see, Nollywood there. I took a break now for it's 3 months now. I've taken a break for I'm taking a break for 2 years now. I'm taking a break off Nollywood. We don't like ourselves. We don't like ourselves. They jealous of each other. Somebody only need you when they know they have something to get from you. We know the truth about 1 or 2 things, but many people choose to keep quiet. For me, Judy, when she was pregnant from day 1, when she heavy, we know. So when they say born, it was news to other people, but it wasn't news to us that were in the industry. We knew. We know the and I knew go I did before I left Nigeria. So I knew go I did. We know everything. So there are things many people will know. They will not come out to say.
That had the belly?
Daddy Freeze, Edochie has directed 3 movies for Judy before then. So we know a lot of things. She's a producer.
Hey, so I want to ask you, how long ago, by your own opinion, do you think these people have been together? Opinion new.
It was visible from when she was 3-4 months pregnant.
No, I mean, how long?
It was visible. Edochie is a very private person. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
It's a very private person.
Will put me for trouble.
He's a very private person. There are a lot of people who are very private. What I mean private to the core. So when this one born, this one I ain't get belly, we just lie. Say we know all this gist now. So why is it a breaking news to people? So that is that. But like I said, and I'll still rephrase, and I'll still say again. If you give Pikin Bele when you are in your 20s, and you come from a very strict family, where they're ready to pay for your marriage to marry that person.
But why
for you, some women don't love Bele? I have a boy that used to work with me, he go give one girl belle. If Papa say I should give this girl belle, this girl will come live with you. Us, the food where you they chop now, the girl go they chop the food. The girl don't born dead house. So even they eat 3 times a day, the girl go chop 2, he go chop 1. So in some cases, I would say, man who don't pass 35, allow him do what he want to do. He know what they do.
Now, the problem is the legal, you see, it's no longer about the guy.
And that the freeze, if you go legal now, they will bring tradition now into it.
Legal is superior to tradition.
Okay.
He can't win legally. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge. Let me not say that. I don't think, in my humble opinion, that he can win legally.
Now, did you ask this question? The first marriage, they do court or not just
They
church?
do court. They do court. They do court.
If a man stand up and said that first one was duress or whatever, what will you say? I was still young.
Say that duress. Is he a child? You cannot say that. That won't work.
Well,
okay, we have Vera here. Vera, let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Sorry. Let me on my light.
Okay, Vera. We're waiting.
Somebody said, I know it knows Judy. It's just that's it. Say no, say if you the contest governor. You know people outside that hear that.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Vera. How far?
Sorry, Daddy Freeze, I want to ask this guy a question. He made one statement that Judy May was pregnant, that they forced you to marry.
No, I did not use force, so no go there. No use them.
Now when you talk.
No, I don't mention him.
Okay, you didn't say force. Okay, let me ask you, where, like, is it a crime for a lady to be pregnant and got married to? Okay, as year was 19 years, as you claim, they don't date for 16 years, Abi 18 years, Abi, if I'm not mistaken. Did they still force him to be with me? And they don't want how many children for
Now the freeze, you know when I started my statement, I did not mention him.
You did not mention name.
Everybody knows who you are talking about. Even if you don't mention name, everybody knows who you are talking about. So
you said married for wait. Sorry, ma. You said married for how many years? You said married for how many years?
I heard you said 16 years, right?
You said how many years?
I thought you said 16 years.
No. You said something. I didn't mention years. You said something. Married for how many years?
I don't know how many years they are married. I saw in the comment section they said 16 years, but okay, even if it is 5 years, after me don't born picking when they were 18, 19, then they force you make it day with me. That's my question with you. Now I won't open say is he no love me or they force him. No, I need an answer to that because the way you are talking is like, maybe if I want to ask one question, if someone got your sister pregnant, won't you allow that guy to marry your sister?
No, okay, now let me say this openly. Let me answer you now. Sorry, sir. Let me say this publicly now. My late younger sister did not attend a traditional marriage because I was not in support of that marriage.
In support.
So you asked the question now. Let me answer you now. I was not in support of that marriage. I did not attend the traditional marriage. So I've just answered you now in a way.
Okay. Now, what you are trying to tell the world, like that maybe you was not in support of him marrying me?
No. Oh my God.
Me, you said you are not going to mention name. Me, I will mention name because nobody if he can't fight me, nobody if he can't beat me. We should not like justify evil. For the past 16 years that have been together, and now in I want open, still no love am or the first time. You know, will come.
The subject in the matter you just mentioned now, I believe there was a tweet that said, I will soon open up what happened. Can you guys just wait?
No, he said it on Facebook. He posted on his Facebook page today that everybody will soon know the truth, that the father was aware that he got married to Judy.
No, he did not say that.
I followed it on Facebook too.
He did not say that. He did not say that. That's he married to Susu. He did not say that. But sometimes when you see some posts,
but a man fucking up in his marriage is not sorry.
I'm not inside this conversation. Me, I just the chop fish.
Me, I no talk, sir.
That the freeze me to the chop.
Please continue now. You were saying something.
Let us be truthful. For a man to misbehave in his marriage, he's not justifying anything. Like, I did not love her before. If you know you did not love this woman for long, you should have left the marriage. They not tie you, even if you were 19 years before, when they forced you to get married to her because she was pregnant. When the eye don't open inside marriage, you'll not be small picking now. You should have left the woman since, but you were still there, and she had 4 kids for you.
Sorry, my sister, what's your name?
I'm Vera.
No, the other lady.
Oju.
Okay, Oju.
Yeah.
I can be in love with you and you're not in love with me. And we start dating. In some cases, it doesn't have to be the same volume. So sometimes I believe the more you spend time with someone, you try to get probably you understand my point?
Wait, yeah. the breeze. I can't hear you. Like, all I'm hearing is the wind.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
How do I put it? One or two situations happen, and African context, let me use that context, like, what would my people say? Or probably you don't like me, and I try to prove myself, say, with time, you get used to me, and you start staying with me, we start dating, we get married, and things like that. And it might happen between me and you. And after some years, one or two things doesn't click. You come up that age of, I am on my own. I don't want to listen to
I want to say something there. Can you mute so that they can hear me? Let me be honest. I don't know anything. I think I've only met you once in my life. It was at Tobi Kubana's, what is it called? Udogu Bitters launch. You was there. May was there. May followed me, and I kind of liked her. I had a soft spot for her. I just felt she was just a lovely girl. Now, I must also say that data, facts, emotions, and beliefs. Data and facts, emotions, and beliefs somewhere. We need to be able to do this. Marriage in Nigeria is not something you can walk out of. If you have, you see, abroad, we don't like ourselves, everybody goes their separate ways. In Nigeria, two families are tied together. And I'm going to be honest, 100% honest. If I'm not saying this is what happened in Yul and May's story, I don't know anything. I'm hearing this version for the first time, or something. Bassi said he was not talking about them. He just made a statement. But I can share my own perspective here. I can tell you for free that if my ex was not pregnant, we would not have gotten married. I was 25 years old. Personally, I was 25 years old. I had no business getting married. She was 22 years old. We were poor. I was a radio presenter whose salary was 15,000 naira a month, and they just upgraded me to that 15K. I was earning 1,500 in Ibadan. That 15K. Now, when I moved come Lagos, I didn't have a house. I was staying with my uncle and my aunt in Ikoyi. After the wedding, she went to stay with my parents for about 8 months before Cool FM decided to bless me with a small apartment in Dolphin Estate. That's when I could bring her over. So I can tell you for free, I had it rough, and we had it rough. Now, what we thought was love on campus in the university, when real life setting, we did not have either the maturity or the finances to sustain it. Before you know it, we're at loggerheads. I was behaving badly. Her mouth was very sharp. You know, man way not to behave well. Then you get woman way mouth sharp. It was recipe for disaster. 5 years later, there was nothing left. We're just cohabiting. So I understand the scenario when they say, I'm not saying this what happened with you and Judio, but you see, I understand that, because a lot of people are saying, you marry. Do you think it's easy to, first of all, you've married? They laugh. I remember when I went to share my wedding invite in my office, they were laughing at me and said, you are how old again? I said, I'm 25. Then you want to marry? They laughed. My elders then, who were in their 30s, had not yet married. One of my bosses then was 35, 10 years older than me. He looked at me and thought I was mad. But we married. You understand? And the moment we married, you cannot just decide that you're not marrying again. You also have something to prove. You're trying to prove people wrong, even though you know that it's not going to. So you are complicating your situation, and it keeps getting worse. I'm not saying this is what happened, though. I'm just touching on the point that lady raised, that if somebody did not love somebody and they found themselves married, why didn't you leave? Nigerian marriage is not easy to leave. I tell you the truth today, if my ex did not pack her bag and leave that marriage, we will still be there beating ourselves. God gave her the wisdom one day to get up and pack her bag. And guess what? Everybody who helped her pack her belongings, I fought all of them for years. Until one day I sat down and thought about it. I come, why am I fighting these people? If nobody said they help her pack her stuff, we will still stay inside that mess. So you need to understand that. You need to understand that. Look at Charles and Diana. Charles, as beautiful, as wonderful as Diana was. Papa, you know, say Camilla, we old passing, mama. You don't see as Camilla be. Diana fine, so Diana na taste buds role model. If taste buds one wear cloth, she go say, would Diana have worn this? I swear. Princess Diana. Now role model, as in everybody, she was spectacularly beautiful. Charlie no send down. That Mama Camilla. Now where I did. So I'm not saying this is the scenario. I'm just reacting to that pepper soup gets more pepper. I'm just reacting to what that other lady Vera was saying. That I will never justify what you did to me. Read my lips. With May, he messed up big time. But you see, I also advise people, don't let your parents push you inside waiting big past you. It gets some things where you're never ready for. Know thyself. Now, where I feel talk reach before I enter trouble with that. Oju, over to you.
Daddy Freeze, you hit the nail on the head. I wish this young man, earlier on, he was trying to ask me a question. Okay. I wish he finished because I wanted to rebuttal. I wanted to answer your narrative. Go ahead.
There is this thing, you can be dating somebody for 2 years or 3 years, but you are not as close as people who date for just 2 months. Why? Those people who date for 2 months, they spent enough time together compared to you dating for 2 years that you see each other only once a week. What am I to say? You might have a working partner or working relationship with someone, and the more you guys see each other frequently, probably you share 1 or 2 emotional stories together. There is every tendency that there will be, how do I put it? There will be something intimate among the two of you, as long as you guys are single. Like you spend a month with someone indoors, you get to know that person more than the person you see once a week and you're dating for a year. Now, in entertainment industry, music and movie, you see most people who they are always on the same set every now and then. They are always close than, oh, me and this person we see only once in 3 months on set. And having such closeness for 2 opposite sex partners, opposite sex people, anything can happen. That's why you see some people date for only 2 months. After 2 months, they don't marry. Why you see some people date 5 years, they never marry? Because in some cases, that 2 months where those people spend together. They, see, when you spend a month and 2 with somebody, you don't know where that thing they go. If you not say no go far, you just want to stay there. Depending when you see something new, you come out, go enter that something new. But you don't want to leave to just be hanging on the road.
But does that justify his actions? Does that justify you getting someone pregnant and staying in the relationship and then going on to cheat and all this turning into a whole
I want to ask you a question, Oju.
Did they say anybody cheated?
Where you're going? Yeah. Sorry. Before I say waiting, I'm not supposed to say. Yes, Daddy, please.
What I wanted to say was, if he let me play devil's advocate here. If he truly did not value the marriage, as a Nigerian, how do you leave a marriage? It's almost impossible.
That the freeze, every Nigerian man has this mentality, say, I have the right to marry more than one wife.
Yes, now. And that's what I tried to explain to them the other day, that look, the moment you marry person for altar, you don't get that right again, no. The moment you don't marry somebody for court or for church, that right no exist again. Sure you get. But that's the thing, they will not hear and they will not understand. So it becomes very tough. Oju, over to you.
Over to you, man.
Very free. You said, how do you leave? Wouldn't you call family members? Wouldn't you have a meeting? Wouldn't you say, look, I fell out of love with this woman? Well, why? Well, why not? Like, why? Why is it tribalistic? Why is it just as an Igbo man? The Igbo man is not a human being.
What I'm trying to say is,
he's no longer in love.
In some cultures, divorce is easier.
Can I say something?
In Yoruba, for instance, it's easier to get a divorce. Igbo is not easy. Igbo kwenu, maybe I said something wrong. Make una correct me, I beg adi beguna.
Can I say something, sir?
Go ahead.
How do I put it? Man and woman, where they in love, married or not married. There are some people, if you like, talk, say fire, na in there, they no go answer. Make that fire burn them before they know say na fire. They won't go there to the end. So it happens to some ladies, you feel love one guy, your friends go discourage you, don't marry this guy, no love this guy. You go say, nah, lie, you. Make you say wicked, let him be wicked to me before I will believe that you say he's wicked. So what am I to say is that you cannot advise anybody where don't make decision on what you want to do. In Africa, there are a lot of people that can do away with family for their own happiness. Self-happiness, let me use that word. And there are some people that family
Your Nollywood sister where I bring
father.
Basi, and they cost your life.
What I do now?
See, because you don't go pull and now they talk anyhow for Edochie. See your head.
Where you there?
I there, America. Daddy Freeze, no minus. Nah, we don't work tire. Me and this one, no minus. Ojuafa. Daddy Freeze, no mind this one.
Oju me and
Basi, no
go. Don't work tire.
No mind Basi. Basi just a yarn anyhow. I don't cost our time for the comment session now.
I don't even see self to say I say for
no. Nzu. You see, the problem we have as Nigerians is we're handling this matter in a very sentimental manner. And we are not getting to the bottom of the issue. Please, if you're watching on TikTok, double click my screen, double click my screen. Double click my screen. Where are my money guns? Where are my money guns? Why I talk anymore? Where are my money guns? Who's my #1 gifter? Big shout out to Athena Victoria. Athena Victoria. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Double click my screen. I'm looking for, yes, DJ Blaze. That's so nice of you, DJ Blaze. DJ Blaze is back to my #1 gifter, if I check correctly. DJ Blaze. That's right, my #1 gifter. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to him. So, Nzu.
Very freeze.
You see, we need to. It's very easy for us to blame you. What he did was wrong. Don't get me wrong. But there could have been something that set him up for what happened.
Do you think so?
Huh?
I don't think so.
Because you can't just walk out. You see, let's be honest with ourselves.
No, I don't think so. Because
you can't just walk out
of a
marriage.
Nobody
will walk out of a marriage unless there's something wrong somewhere.
I mean, no harm to anybody, but Judy is not even the first case. Judy is not even the other girl. I think after him and Judy's news came up, the ex-girlfriend, she died. Yeah, she died.
Yeah. Where you?
Okay, but the thing is that I don't even care about whatever any man does. The only problem Nigerians are having with Yo right now is the way he's going about it. That's all. See, you can take a second wife if you want to take a second wife, but respect the first wife. Like I always tell people, my grandpa had 8 wives. I don't see anybody fight for one day. If they respect everybody, he built house for everybody. At least let the other ones, they welcome the, like if they want to marry new wife, he go welcome the new one. The old one go welcome the new one. Like, okay, my grandpa was the only son, and they might, you know, that time, old age, at that time, they marry for people. So they come, and Papa and Mama come marry one old woman for him. So, you know, like, just like this way they talk now, say they marry you for me for you. You know, can't like the woman again.
Nobody said that to Unzu before they come and hold us.
See, nobody said everybody they talk. Okay, fine. Okay, nobody said it. I'm just talking about my grandpa. I'm talking about my grandpa now. What he did was that he had to go to that his first wife. He went to her for permission to get the second one. She was actually the one that got the second wife for my grandpa. There was an understanding. You don't just take a woman on her way. See,
marry an old woman for your. Why did they marry an old woman for your?
I don't know. You know those relationship things they used to do those days? I think Asians still do it. They'll just, your parents will choose wife for you and all those things. So they did it for my grandpa, and he didn't like the woman. And he had to get someone fresher. And the wife helped him to get the woman. And everybody lived happily. You understand? So you have to get the permission of the first wife first before anything. It's not easy now. See, we can't share with women. It's not that easy for us. And
it is easy for a woman to seduce a man, but it's very difficult for a man to seduce a woman. It's a proverb.
That's true. That's very, very true. Very, very true.
It's easy for a woman to say, I don't want you with your 10 billion. But it's hard for man not to knock woman. When the woman says, I must knock this man. And opportunity.
Code the language because of all these Facebook people and YouTube.
That's why I use knock.
I get you.
So I don't think Nigerians have problem with him. Like I keep saying it. The problem is the way he's going about it. I think that's the way he's handling it.
That's the way make una dey talk.
The way he's handling it, it's somehow. It's just not. It's not nice. It's painful.
Now,
I mean,
let's talk about you.
Mm-hmm.
How was you in Nollywood? At least the two of you did Nollywood with him. How was he? Is he known?
I think you came as a director.
Before. He
came as a director.
He's a very private person. He's a very, very private person. Even those days, he was always very private. But you know, say Nollywood, leg where they do for eye where they do for the same. So it's not even when you think people are not seeing you, people are seeing, but they just try to mind their business. He was a very private person though. That was why everybody it was as if everybody just turned on him. Like he just did it, and people were like, God. They didn't expect that from him. So I think that's just the main problem. He was a very private person. I didn't know this part of him, for real. I didn't know that part. I think it boils out to what they said, I can never know person finish. They know the new person finish.
You offended me. There's no way you can say it.
Oh no, the way he's going about it is just. And imagine your father-in-law coming out or to talk about it. Like everybody's vouching for this person. That this person is a good person. This person is a good person. Obviously, she's a good person. I never met her before, but it's so obvious that she's a good person.
But he himself never said the woman is a bad person.
But if a woman, at least forget conscience small, treat them well, small. You know, when they embarrass a woman like that now. Okay, more leave me. What about the kids? Internet know they lie. These things will be there forever. And these kids will grow up and see it. How do you want them to see their dad? They will never respect their dad. And see, the first girl is grown. The first girl, she's grown. Very beautiful girl. She's so grown. And you don't expect her to just sit down and just watch. And you can see from the girl that she's not happy. But you don't expect people to come out. Come on. See, but now I reverse. I said I won't throw you slap from where I did for back that time. Say,
babe, see my hand. You're supposed code. See my hand.
I didn't see you.
You don't code with you.
I didn't see you for real. The guy hot. He hot me, hot the whole Nigeria self join. Because he was always sampling her now. At the place, what they talk that Odogu bitters lunch where we now go. Then they sample the woman now. Then few weeks later, we can see Basbos again. I mean,
now be Kubana first call. What's going on? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, say
make I follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Before
You know, I called Obi Kubana was the first person I called. I said, are you seeing this thing? And he said, I say his wife was almost in tears. Because everybody likes me. You see, men are like Diana. Maybe everybody like him, but you don't like him. I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around.
But you don't like woman. Why hold woman down for that long? I know say you say
that
yes.
That is our culture.
Which culture?
Let me tell you.
Which culture?
You are
they kill ourselves with this culture.
That's a wrong culture, man. That's wrong.
Can you just walk out of a marriage?
Why don't go walk out? So man, I go walk out. Oh, I go
now lie
for them. Oh.
You know, easy to walk out of marriage.
Daddy Free, she's Igbo, and you said it's the Igbo people. So she said she will walk out, Igbo or not.
This one
you are saying it.
That's why my parents will tell
me this one now.
Babe, make I counter you for that talk where you talk. You know that you in particular, you they respect your seniors then. You they respect your seniors.
I did try.
And you are one person where they tell you say, I go call this your brother, you don't fear. So I want to walk out.
See, now why I tell my people to say any day where I marry, I don't marry. Now why they look where? I won't look where first. I they look very well first. I don't want story. Because I don't say once I don't enter, now I don't enter. My mama self no go agree. I don't say that one naturally. So now why I they take my time? Well, at the same time,
but you just talk and now say your mama no go agree. As your mama no go agree,
they treat me bad. When man don't do something bad, my mama no go talk too much. So just say that's the way go make you they happy, they go. Not when person don't they stress you for the marriage. And I say in name of marriage, no one go anywhere. We need to change this culture thing, no.
We need to 100%. But you see, it's not easy to be under these cultures. It's not easy.
And now women, they suffer and pass. Now Nigerian women, they suffer and pass. Now you make once anyone japa like this, they don't throw away the husband inside got tapion. Because they see shake the banter from Nigeria.
Victoria, that's my #1 gifter on TikTok. Big shout out to Faith Garnett. Oh yeah, follow Athena Victoria. Everybody, that's my #1 gifter. DJ Blaze is my #2 gifter. Chasing Athena. So tight. Double click the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Double click. I'm looking for my #1 gifter. I didn't hear you.
There's some issues. People only see the surface. They don't see the inside.
You see, one thing that I'll always say, I love May very much. She's a sweetheart.
I love me.
She's a sweetheart. You know what I'm talking about. She's a sweetheart. That you can never, ever deny. She's a darling. You get what they talk?
Yes. For everybody to be saying it is obvious now. Like, people can't be lying. Everybody around her says it. Everybody that comes across, comes in contact with her or that have done something, done any business with her, they always complain that she's a very good person. They always say that she's very nice. And they say she's so
a lovable person. You can never take that from her. She's a lovable person. And she's beautiful too.
Yeah. Oh, no, that one, eh?
She's a beautiful person. I just feel so bad. You know, say this life, you get the way this life they play out. Sometimes you know go plan, you go just play you game where you no expect. That's so life they be.
That is bad things happen to good people.
100%.
Always.
100%.
Then you see bad people enjoying the good things of life. Like you be like, how? How is it happening?
100%. But you see, in all we're saying, can we have a little bit of mercy on you instead of making him feel and look like the devil? So, because whether we like it or not, marriage is an institution between two willing people. If one of the parties is not willing, can we call it a marriage? If one of the parties' hearts, they're outside, is that still really a marriage?
But you know, in a way, it's not a marriage. But for me, the person I'm even having problem with is the woman, the second woman, because obviously, you know, these people, they already have a family. Why you took her inside there?
Bye-bye.
Women do that. Women
now
do that. Let's not start with her. Women, they are doing it. It's women's
why
fault.
will they hurt each other like
women do that now in this generation, and it's wrong.
Why will they hurt each other?
Exactly.
You know, say this woman, you know, say you go wreck her life forever.
To cut the long story short, they say the problem of a woman is her fellow woman.
Because that's the way she do, That's the way she do. Not be even the adults now she do the thing. Now the kids. The trauma where she don't.
Yeah, I know they believe that, Sha. I know they believe that. You see, we Nigerians, we try to make marriage about the kids. So we find we have a lot of people that stay in bad places because of children.
That is why you remember the first statement I made. I said, if not before Pekin, many people no go marry today.
Yes, now. And
if not for the purpose of having kids.
Marrying bad marriage because you want to stay with children. Now problem is they cause in the long run. Now problem bad marriage they cause, even if you do it for the right reasons, they cause problem. But people don't like to hear this. That's the sad reality of our situation.
That's true. That's
Some will say women supposed to see women as scam.
Womanhood not scam.
No.
That is why if you see a lot of ladies in their 40s today that are not married, majority of them don't get picking when they were in their 20s, so they don't need a man. They don't need marriage.
But everybody need man, Jared.
They need a man, but they don't need marriage.
Let me ask
that's
you,
why
what do you need a man for? What do you want with a man?
Hey God.
Daddy Freeze.
Just ask that.
Daddy Freeze.
I just want to know what.
Daddy Freeze, you get my point?
Yeah.
You get my point?
Everybody loves love. You want to be loved. You want to be cared for. You want to be taken care of. Sometimes you just want.
Now, when you are in a marriage and that love is absent, what do you do?
That's why I told you guys, once that love is no longer there, I will take a walk.
Listen, in Nigeria, I guarantee you cannot take a walk. Forget this thing you are saying. You cannot take a walk. You can take a walk if they beat you. You can take a walk if you give person belly. That say you no love person again. They're not going to give you divorce. George will not give you divorce.
To go where? To go where? After how many children?
Give you divorce.
After how many children?
Did you not read about Franklin's case? He and his ex-wife used to walk into the court and gist and sit down together. The judge said people are not ready for a divorce and struck out the case.
I know a lady. She's comfortable. She's well-to-do financially. She did Nigeria. She did okay. You know what she talk? She never born. She said if she don't ready to born, she go just go club, go find one random man. Where go carry her, she go sleep with her. Whatever, she go just take in. She no go collect number from the guy. You no go want the guy number. When she don't say she dey ovulate, she go take in. If she born that pikin say where my papa say I don't know where your papa dey.
She know
because she believes say
she won't go by herself with her.
No, she believes say she don't get enough money that any man will come close to her, they follow her because of her money.
Maybe money they make person follow man. No.
Well, if she has enough of money, she will go the right
exactly.
Channel.
That is our own mental. That is our own mental. That is our own mentality.
Take that money, go to a sperm bank, and get
this is like a 6 years ago issue. So I don't know. Maybe that this sperm whatever orientation. Now the exposure about it.
Don't leave it so that this will not give me wahala. They don't get sense as they say.
You understand? So there are some people like that, and there are some ladies. I know some where they had kids before they were 23, 24. They are single mom. You understand? And at early 40s, they are okay financially and otherwise. And they say, I don't need to marry again. I get pick. I won't come marry when my picking are 15 years. I beg, let me just. If I want man, I just go do it I want to come back. say go enter church, marry, when they say I be this person husband. No. Some ladies want that free time. May they come off flex.
Now the same
they don't get the picky where they want.
When age don't they come, they go they cry.
When
they find company.
Age don't they come, then get picking. When the age don't too go, they get grand picking.
Own life, go live in life, go solo follow you sit down for house because you be mama, be papa.
That is where, babe, that is where you go see where mother-in-law they control picking. They want control in picking family. Because he believes say this picking don't grow, this picking go live and go marry another man, or the now boy picking go live and go marry girl. He will call the love now, he go they share the love of his mama and a new family. You see, that is where some people always have issues with mother-in-laws, especially mothers-in-law who are single mother-in-law.
I go leave you go.
Would you am making point?
You're making a point though. I go, but it's fair now.
You are.
You understand?
I understand what you're
saying.
It's
not fair. You're trying to just tie that person down. It's not fair now. Don't find one man where they go love you, they go.
Now you go. Because see, mama want they control his son, which woman he go follow, which woman he no go follow. Now that kind of mama go they see, go they call the son, now my husband be this, oh, now my main husband be this. There is meaning to that statement.
Marry your mama or make you give your mama.
No, not like marry, say they sleep with them, but you know, she wants your presence around her to feel that, okay, this is my son, this is my blood, not my blood, so I won't sleep with. That's okay, something in me is here. So there are a lot, and there are a lot of men who don't pump picking when they were in their 20s. They just like, I beg, I don't need them again, I beg. I don't need to marry again, I beg.
Hey, you go find person where see they your league, where just they find company. They plenty. They just no one. They no one get married to anybody, but they just want someone that will keep them company. They will have someone to talk to, someone that will care for them.
That is why for America, you go see where they don't old reach one age, that they carry them go elderly home. Because the pikin no send them again. Pikin no send them again. You are mom, you are becoming a stress. You pressure me. You are stressing me. You can't stay with me. Come and go to elderly home. Go stay there.
They even walk.
Am I lying?
Lord have mercy.
Not even the kids.
You're right. So they reach hospice and go from there.
Money, their retirement money.
Right.
Now, out of anger, say their pikin do them this thing. They don't like their pikin. They will call the will property or whatever to strangers.
No, but I think it's we Africans that do all these ones where they talk.
I like Oyibo they do them. Oyibo that they will property to strangers pass.
Okay, yes. Willing of properties, that one. Well, this
because their pikin don't abandon them when they're old. Why? Because pikin no one stress.
That's no good. Hey, Basi, your math's no good.
Well, the truth is bitter. We know they like accept the truth. That ain't be the problem. We one year lie.
We want hear lie. They sweet us for body well.
But when person talk to everybody go to attack up, say that this person a useless person. But they say the truth is bitter. Well, it has to be told.
And if you talk that truth, now wahala you dey find. Now
people just want to make you talk the one where they want hear, not the one where they don't want hear.
Standard.
Last, wait till I want to talk my own. Be say, Africa, we need mental evaluation because they affect everything what they do. The trauma what we don't pass through for Africa, they affect everything what they do. Our friendship. Our livelihood.
God bless Africa. God bless Nigeria.
Hey.
Imagine snow begin fall for Nigeria now. You know how many people go die?
Why they go die?
Pneumonia. Cold go enter people. Ordinary this small harmattan people they sick.
Why you say people go die?
Snow they fall for
who tell you say snow they fall for George? Don't deceive yourself.
I see her online now. Don't say like snow be this for George.
Snow no day.
Oh my God. Marriage. Sir, Mr. Bassi, I'm sorry. Are you married?
No.
That silence was too long before the move.
Basi, you said
Basi, waiting
Very long.
I have to be very honest.
Okay.
I am not married. Hopefully soon.
Were you married before at any stage?
I've been engaged twice, but I've never been married.
Okay, now you be Lord of the Rings.
Twice.
I didn't call it off. She called it off. She said she doesn't want to have kids. You know this
Twice
Canadian
to the same
people are
person?
the behave sometimes. She said she no want born again.
Twice to the same person.
Okay, that means she
the
don't
same
born
woman.
before.
She never born. She said once she reached 30 years, she don't want born again.
So why you no Kuku give her the belly before she reached 30 years?
No, we met when she was that age, kind of.
Oh.
because she don't reach 30, she don't want born like
You know,
she don't want born again.
You know now, you know what I'm saying now. You know this Oyibo girls 25 years say they don't want marry, they don't want born.
Why you Basi, where your eye dey like this? Why they find Oyibo? Why you not go marry?
No, I just give you example. I know they found Oyibo. I just give you example.
Okay,
I'll give you example.
You don't say Sabi, you get bad mouth. And Sabi,
I never marry. And I know wish to marry. I know wish to marry Oyibo. Let me say it publicly. I know wish to marry Oyibo. But make our women self try to bring their eyes come down.
Waiting do Oyibo. Why you say you don't want to marry Oyibo?
I know wish. I know wish, but if it happens, let me say one thing. You can always say, I want to marry a pilot. I want to marry a pilot. You end up marrying a driver. I want to marry a banker. You end up falling in love with a mechanic. It happens. Now I like tall guys. I like 6-pack guys. But you go end up marrying the one who gets 0-pack.
No go that side though. No go that tall side though. No go that tall side though. Hello.
So you fit say, I like short guys. Go marry tall guy. Maybe because you say that the tall guys go come they break your heart pass. The short one no come break your heart.
Try.
So in a lot of cases, we end up falling in love with people we don't even expect to fall in love with. So you get my point now.
Hey.
What are you thinking, Uju?
I'm thinking of loneliness, especially in the abroad. Loneliness can cause a lot of things or heart attack.
Yeah, that's the problem. That the freeze, you know what I want to say now. That's the problem in the Western world, because you know go see even black woman for road or white toast them. Everybody relationship in the Western world na internet. She don't laugh. Everybody relationship na internet. No be for Africa where you go meet my friend sister, my friend paddy, this, that. You now meet for church or now meet for family gathering. So that loneliness now, like they make many people go just out of say I dey lonely, just go love who they no supposed love. And now they now feel they are emotionally in love. To me, we have 3 types of love: sentiment, fantasy, and emotional.
Love definer.
But you don't use your
sentiment. No, let me say that sentiment. That different. Tell me if I'm wrong. Sentiment is you love this guy because of the money where he gets. You say, let me endure, let me follow him, and you want to follow him. Fantasy is because of the way they do the thing. Hey, nobody don't knock the nail where it's supposed to hit. That thing make your head a turn. As a woman, you turn. You say, no, this guy, even if he break my heart 100 times, I'll go back to him. Nobody they hit the nail like this guy. That's fantasy. Or I like the way they do 360. The emotional is the one that comes from your heart. You know, yes, I'm deeply in love with this guy. This guy makes me laugh. This guy makes me smile. This guy gives me reason to feel relaxed.
In Daddy Freeze voice.
This guy is cool. This guy is nice. Daddy Freeze, are they wrong with the 3 definitions?
I don't know anything. No. I don't know anything. No. Before they come join me inside this roga where they go carry this night.
So
I don't want to find
it still boils down to sentiment. That first statement I made. let's revert back. If you could. So
you too like code, that's
I too like code though.
No. I want to say something, yeah. It also looks like right now, May is on a path of revenge.
Revenge?
I don't know, Sha. Should I say revenge? I'm trying to choose my words. If Yul is not careful, he might never see his kids. So as in, there will be a big gap between. Baba, I don't know how to advise this matter. The matter don't decay too much.
One thing I will say is fear will know the talk.
I swear to God.
Not true.
Fear will know the talk.
Ha! If you're watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. Double click the screen. I'm very tired. Make I just hail my TikTok people. Who's my number one kid on TikTok?
Not your pepper soup finish.
It's like when they catch me now. Big shout out to my number one gifter, Athena Victoria. My number two gifter, DJ Blaze. DJ Blaze. And Remy. Let me bring Remy. Oju.
Let me go. I have a meeting.
Ciao.
You don't have any meeting.
Me too, I have meeting. We both were watching.
Who are you meeting at the poolside? You don't run.
Don't mind
She has a date. She has a date. Not meeting.
At least it was nice having me. Bye, guys. Bye. I love you all. Bye.
All right, sir.
No go.
Okay.
I just want to bring Remy. Make I bring woman here. Make I hear their view. Fear who know they talk. Oh.
Fear who know they talk.
Remy, where are you? I don't send you requests though. I want to hear other women's views.
Anyway, Chief already said that I love this girl because the father is my friend. So that means there were family bond between the two families before then.
100%. 100%. I want to bring a woman or other women. Now, women mouth, I won't hear here. So I said, bring Blessing CEO. Okay, I don't bring person here. Someone said, what if you never really loved me? I've tried to think about that, but nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm seeing your comments, but I'm not going to read them unless you buy my Christmas stickers. Sama baby. Hotness package. Oh yeah, let's hear from you. What is your take?
I'm trying to flip my camera. Daddy free.
These glasses are fine though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, let me
Daddy free then. This issue, I try not to talk about it because it's celebrity stuff. I try not to get involved. But the truth is, Mr. Man, I don't know him. He doesn't know me, so maybe I can talk a bit. This is my opinion. I think he should have gotten a divorce first. And anything we're saying here, all our speculations are just that, speculations. She is an adult. He should take responsibility for his actions. So he has impregnated another woman out of wedlock. He feels fit to take responsibility by bringing in a second wife. It does not mean his wife will not now do what she wants. She's going to she's going to leave, and he should be ready for that. That's coming with it. That's what adulthood is. Be ready for the consequences. So if people are insulting you, don't cry. Take it. Take it. That's my opinion. And then him dancing. Oh yes, this is another opinion. Him constantly dancing and disgracing his lineage, because this is even beyond his children. Like, you can imagine his grandchildren looking at their grandfather, his great-grand. Do you know how proud I am sometimes when my father talks about his grandfather? Now imagine my father telling me his grandfather used to dance like a headless chicken on the internet. Do you know, that's a whole lineage of shame. Now, Daddy Chris, I don't know him. This is my opinion. Good on him.
But
Tamaria, what is your take?
Daddy Freeze, was it you that shared that video? Let's be real.
It was on his page. We don't know who shared it, but it was on his page.
And it's on his page as a recent post, or bloggers, because I know bloggers are good at bringing up something that happened 30 years ago. You know,
let me go to his page. Let me go to his page on YouTube.
Please check.
It's on his page. It was dropped 11 hours ago. 521,000 views.
And what we don't know is if he's the one that manages his page or someone else too. Because if he actually shared that post, then something is mentally wrong with him. I'm sorry to use that word. I don't think any person that is normal would do a thing like that with what is going on right now. Unless someone is managing his page without his consent. But if he did really share that video of his father, you know, trying to make that presentation, then something is wrong somewhere. There's more to what we don't know about. Because I can't see why people are, you know, saying something about a behavior or something that is wrong. And there you be interfering and trying to make pain out of it. But, I mean, that if you reason it now, we are here. Everyone here can answer for themselves. Let's be real with ourselves. If this is what is going on, and we all know this is what is going on, and there you go, sharing an old video of what happened, trying to make it look like the person in question is, you know, kind of welcome. That doesn't make it. It means something is going wrong.
That video you saw is a production.
That's one reason why I think it's wrong. Because first of all, like we all said, that was an act. That was from a movie scene. So presenting something that happened in the past.
That's a movie set.
Yeah, bringing it into the present means that person is not acting right. Something is wrong somewhere. Unless he's not aware of that. That's just all I would say about this.
What if they're trying to promote that movie?
A movie that was shot how long ago? Out of a sudden, you just decided to come up from nowhere. Who owns the movie? Who owns the movie? Let's ask.
That's the producer kneeling down on the video.
You know that way, he must have been her that uploaded the video. Because no man in his rightful mind would see the situation at stake. And there you go, trying to portray. I mean, what point are you trying to make?
So Judy is a producer.
100%, yes.
Then she's the one handling the account. And you know what my gender can do? We are quick to, once a man is that weak, what I mean weak is in a sense that when a man is so much into us or love us, we tend to take advantage of the situation. Okay? In other words, there's possibility that she deliberately made the upload, to justify and to validate herself. And that thing is a sign of Scotsko. For real. That's just all I can say that it frees.
Hey! I want to see somebody else.
Somebody was asking earlier that why are we talking about the children? Like, let's get there first. I don't know about you. I don't want to call the person's name, but like, do you not look up to your father? Like you're somebody. Don't you look up to your father? Actually, let me ask everybody here. Have you at any point, if your father is or was alive while you were growing up, did you look up to your father in some way?
Okay, let me come in now. No matter how Pekin bad rich, in mama go love her. I go dey close to her.
That's true. That's for a fact.
It's very rare, except the mama no grow with that Pekin. It's very rare to see a son loving the father more than the mother.
No, not loving the father.
No,
looking up.
There's where I'm coming. Being close. Let me use the word being close. Sorry, being close. There are some people who naturally feel. I said some people who naturally feel that. I beg, this man won't impose this thing on me. This man want to do this, do this. I beg, man, keep my distance.
Can I come in?
Yeah.
Can I come in? See, what you just said is a good point. And I can see some people commenting, oh, I'm not proud of my father, or I wasn't proud of my father, or my father is not a role model. That's right there. Is the essence of what I'm talking about. You have to look at the core of what I'm trying to say. So it's not whether your father was good or bad. It is whether you were able to actually look at this person as a figure of, like mentorship. So whether it's good or bad, knowing that you have a quote-unquote bad father and being disappointed in that is a feeling, right? So the core is you want to have a father you can look up to. Everybody does. Everybody does. And if your father is not keeping up to that standard, that's a huge disappointment on any child, right? I'm lucky enough to say my father did meet some standards, so I'm very proud of my father. Some people, I can see that if I'm trying to keep proud of him.
I've been down this road before. A woman, my mom and my dad were having issues at a point. My mom never set me against my father, ever. No matter what my dad did. My dad did the same thing you did. We woke up one day to find out that he had a wife and 3 children. My mother still did not set us up against him.
But how did you feel about your father on your own independent?
At that time, I felt very disappointed. I didn't talk to him for a long time. I can't use my 2 leg enter inside marriage. I can't see as marriage be. I can't begin to understand where my father come from.
God bless you. There's certain things you may not know.
Hang on. Sorry, Samaria. I'm so sorry. I'll let you talk. See, what he just said, I agree, right? But the core is the disappointment in the father. So you're disappointed. Eventually, you can forgive and say, you know what?
I was disappointed in my father for taking another wife.
Yeah.
After 3 years in marriage, I understood where my father was coming from.
Right.
I was no longer disappointed. My only problem was, because my father had, if he didn't have the many faults that he had,
yes,
and it was just that he got a woman pregnant and he had another marriage, it wasn't me. But because my dad and I had been on loggerheads, I just joined everything together, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
But after being married for 4 years, I began to take sympathy in my dad, and I began to understand that marriage is a totally different ball game.
I understand that.
So when I have kids that I don't talk to, for instance, and there's nothing anybody wants to say, I will never. They are not going to be doing father award, and I will be there collecting award. I know.
But nobody's perfect.
That my child will be disappointed in me. In mama didn't know about them.
Daddy, please, let me reach my point. Nobody's perfect. No father self is perfect. Even my father was not perfect. What I'm trying to say here is this, right? Even if my father was not perfect, my father did not come publicly to disgrace my mother. He also did not add insults to injury to actually turn into a skit maker with the woman he's having an affair with, or he has chosen to be his. I don't know. It's just embarrassing. Now, imagine me watching my father doing that. I don't know.
Men, they get mumu to the moment the first few years of their marriage. Anywhere you push them, they go like robots. I'm being real with you. Men, they get mumu to the first few years in marriage. That's what they're going to do. Like sometimes it can even be like a jazz. And it's even worse when maybe a woman don't date that before they. You know what I'm saying? Like what is?
Anyway, big shout out to my brother Bassi. Let me bring another woman. Bassi, thank you so much. Oh. You scatter here well. Oh. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me bring just one more person.
Somebody asked a question and it made me laugh. It's a funny question. The person said, was there internet during my father's?
Was there internet? I'm telling you, my father is kit maker.
So, look, the truth is, even if there was no internet there, my father will never come on the internet to be dancing. Never. Do you know what it is to be? You have to carry yourself well as a man. Especially when you're a father. Carry yourself well.
I greet you, sir.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, Ebiere. Congratulations, my darling Ebiere.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well,
Thank
it is you we've been waiting for to come and settle the whole matter. Oh yeah, over to you.
That difference, I'm not a marriage counselor.
But we know your opinion will be valid, so we are waiting because this matter don't tire everybody.
In fact, even me, I'm tired of going on social media and you just see some funny things, just like what Ebiere was saying. You can have a second wife, but why are you making mockery of your first wife? I don't really know, like Samara is saying, is the guy really okay? Because at times, but all these things, I always say I come from a town where, second wife and all of that is very rampant. And I've seen all this thing play. Like this guy and the second wife, what they're doing now. I think I have there's a particular couple like that back then. I'm not going to mention the names, social media, how it is. And, the second wife, they always want to play drama. They always want to act drama to make it look like they love the man more than the first wife. They seem to forget that these two people, they started from scratch. And ask the second wife, if you had met this man the way the first wife met him years ago, would you have fallen for him? The answer is no. Everybody knows it's no. And secondly, all these things she's doing, she's just trying to, how will I put it? She's just trying to make the man feel like, oh, I'm on your side 100%. I love you more than anybody or anything in this world. You are my heart. You are my this. For how long is that going to last? This particular couple I'm telling you about, this was how the second, she was a girlfriend to the man. The man has been married with his wife for a very long time. Somebody we knew very well. And then she just came from nowhere as a side chick and started dating the man. But the woman was so quick, she left immediately. She left with nothing. Like she didn't even carry her clothes. She left that house with just herself. Today, that other marriage is nowhere to be found. The man is gone to the third woman right now. So all these things, we've seen them happen. But for this guy, when you say somebody is 40, the guy is 40 or 41. He's not a kid. If you cannot tame your wives, like before you make up your mind to say you want to marry two women, you should be able to tell yourself, okay, I am man enough to control my home. But for him to be doing all this, and for the fact that he just lost a child, I keep asking myself, is he really the father of this child? I always ask myself that, because I've seen people lose kids. Me, I've lost my parents. Both parents are gone. And I knew how hard, even till today, how hard it is for me to, just sit down and think that, oh, my mom is not there. My dad is not there. My dad died like 13, 15 years ago. My mom just 2 years. So for him to just move on so fast.
Mr. Beck, sorry to interrupt you. I see breakage. They say marriage don't break. I see Churchill everywhere. The notification they drop. I beg, well, this one start me one.
More ending. this life, that's another life. Oh.
Which one? Which one?
Love gossip.
That one will go come back for night.
For this love and say Churchill and co marriage don't end. I don't know.
Samaria will go come back for night. Don't do that
yeah.
one. Make her no die.
Yes. So that's the thing. Listen, I always tell people, you know, because of what I do, people want to ask me things about marriage, and I tell them I'm not a marriage counselor, but what I know is this: when you are getting married to someone, what is the reason? What did you see that you really, you know, that really made you say, oh, I want to be with this guy? And at the end of the day, how far can you sustain that thing? Because most people just do it to say, okay, let me just take this guy. All those things they are doing is never going to last. It's not going to last. And when I saw the father, because all this while I've been like, Edochie is a reputable man. We've known him right from when we were like growing up. And everybody's been waiting for him to speak, to say something. And he eventually did. And for that, I think I would say I was really, really impressed, because he said a lot about the lady. And even the guy in question, before this old drama came up, he has been saying it on social media that the wife is a great woman. Everybody sees the video, talks about the woman all the time. So what is the problem? If let's say, okay, you made a mistake and then you made a second mistake by getting married to the lady, why can't you tame that woman? Is that something really going on that is making this woman act like this and you are keeping quiet? Because where I also come from, you know, I came from a town where there's so much drama. There's a couple like this, that the woman is always misbehaving, she sleeps around, and the husband knows about it. And the man can't even say anything. Like the guys will call the man to say, your wife is disturbing me, she wants to sleep with me. But the man can't do anything. But we later found out that there's something the man did that the woman is covering. So the man can't really say anything. So is that what is happening in their case, that there's something this woman knows about this guy that is making this guy keep quiet like this? Or is it that he hates the woman? So I don't know. This woman is your first love. This woman was there for you when you were a nobody. You had nothing. Like the father said, the success of the marriage is credited to the woman. So what is that? What is going on?
They're trying to water it down by saying that, and this is all implying, they're implying, so they're not saying it directly, but they're implying that he married her because she got pregnant, and so perhaps there was never love. But then they went on to have 2, 3, 4 more children and stayed for 20 years without love, apparently.
That one is very possible.
Is she the first person to get married? Is she the first side chick to get married? Do you know how many people waited on pregnant side chick?
No. This is about me now. This is about the first wife.
Okay, now you don't love the first wife. Then eventually you found somebody you love. Why not let her go? You just do the needful, divorce her, and then now marry the person you love. People do it. Oh, sorry, I've fallen out of love. Even if, let's say you love the person from the beginning and eventually you fell out of love, you divorce the woman and let that person go in peace. Then you can now start your life with the person that you love. Everybody will applaud you for that.
It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. To collect divorce, no be being so. This is not abroad.
You know, if you ask me, apart from this thing, apart from the fact that he did something wrong and he's making it look like he's proud of what he did, I don't care if he wants to come out on the social media and dance all he likes. That's up to him. We don't have to teach people how to express their happiness. If that's what makes him happy, that's up to him. Right? But consistently trying to prove a point when it's not needed is the headache, the stress there.
Yeah, as if even a 20-year-old will not do this thing the guy is doing. So I think he needs to go for some mental checkup, because he might probably be depressed. When people are depressed, they do stuff. So he needs to also, the family needs to check the guy. He might probably be traumatized due to the marriage issue and then losing. So the guy might be sick. He might be having a problem. You know, that's why the Western world is good. You will detect things easily because you have all the doctors and everything. But you don't really have that in Nigeria. The guy is not okay. Every time I see him on social media, I just shake my head and I'm like, this guy is not okay. The family is keeping quiet for too long. They need to like bundle him. You know how they bundle people in those days in Sapler, they bundle people a lot. You are too stubborn, they will bundle you and then take you somewhere. So he needs to be bundled up and then go seek for help, because it's not okay.
you can keep your wife. And if the first wife says, okay, I'm leaving, I'm not going to take all this drama, let her go. And he should slow down on the skits. I know he wants to make money, that's where, but he can look for other content and we will support him. But this content that he is doing right now is irritating.
Was he not making money before this drama started?
I don't
was he
Nobody knows for real. Maybe you see what happened is he probably lost a lot of his deals.
Yes.
So he's now looking for how to survive.
Yes, I think that's true. Yeah, he lost a lot of his deals. And remember, you know, people were saying, even before the father came up to say that the success of the marriage is credited to the wife. If you check comment sections, a lot of people were saying it. Somebody said it's very close to them that all these things they are flaunting actually belongs to the wife. But you know, we women, out of love, when we do things, we'll give the credit to our husband. We want their names to be there. Everybody got to be wise this is because now marriage, the definition of marriage in this in this era and time, it's not the way it used to be before. So if you have your money and you're buying your things, my dear, put your name there. Your name there.
Women, show you they hear.
I'm telling
you. Put your name there.
Put your name there. A lady was talking about how she helped her husband. This one is even recent. They live abroad here. She helped the man. She used her credit score to loan the man $40,000, thinking the man was going to do something in Nigeria, only for her to hear that the man is getting married in Nigeria. So things are happening. People are beginning to twist this thing called marriage. They are no more committed. People come into marriage one leg in and the other one is just by the door waiting to, you know, to jackpot anytime. So I don't really know how we're going to define this, but this guy in question, he needs to stop. He needs to stop. If he's watching all the...
He didn't stop, or he needs to continue. That's what makes him happy. We need to be entertained.
So
we need to be entertained. The ex-wife, she hasn't come out anyway to say, oh, whatever it is you're doing on social media is from
Let me ask
me. So
you a question. Let me ask you a question, Lady Nantoma. If you found out that your husband had a side chick or your husband had a child out of wedlock, what would you do?
Okay, let me use myself now. With the relationship that I have with my husband, I would sit him down. If he's remorseful, I will forgive him. But if he is not, I will forgive him, then we will have to seek for help. Because let me tell you the truth, everybody has shortcomings and everybody has weakness. So I would just see that if he's remorseful, I would say, okay, that's his weakness. So now let's go seek for help. But if he doesn't want to seek for help, then that is a sign that he doesn't love me. So it is now left for me to use my number 6 to say, okay, this guy doesn't want me. So what I will advise anybody to do, I have a lady I'm helping right now. I told her, I said, don't leave. Because right now, you now know that this man doesn't love you. But what you will do is I will help you groom yourself. Because if you leave that home, can you afford a home? Can you afford the roof over your head? Can you afford a car? Can you afford all these things? She doesn't have all that. I said, okay, stay there and be enjoying those things and be grooming yourself for the next person that you want to meet. One, if you live there sad now, you're gonna end up being a sadist. And every guy that comes to you would not want to stay because you're going to chase them away with your attitude. I said, so start leveling up yourself and start building up yourself. And then along the line, the man might change, but if it doesn't, when you know you're strong enough to face the outside world, you can quit, you can take a bow. So for me, that is what I will do. That is what I will do. But if the man is not remorseful, he doesn't want to seek for help, and he's still going about doing his shenanigans, it is a sign that this guy doesn't want you. And you don't have to force it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think Yul is remorseful? From your
understanding, do you think Yul is remorseful?
No, He's not. Because why? Because you know.
So there is nothing to save in that marriage, in your opinion.
There's nothing to save. If I'm losing a child, no, there's nothing that will keep me in that home again. You remember one time I came on your live, I told you this and I said, polygamy, where you have discord, where you have all this kind of grievances and anger, people lose their child. Because I always give example of my grandparents. There's no peace and all of that. If they continue, I'm not prophesying anything. From my own family experience, this one will lose their child. This one will lose their child because there is no peace in the home. The house is like there's no fence anymore. Anything that hits that family will just go in. So it's advice. There's really nothing to amend in that home again. The lady has lost her child. If you are remorseful, you just lost your child. How are you showing this woman that you are remorseful of what you did? There's no sign.
Can I add to what you just said about losing a child? So I want to believe that you don't mean it's a spiritual thing. I think you don't mean it's necessarily spiritual, right?
No, not spiritual, physical. Okay. My grandparents, my grandma, she lost her child. The other one will lose. Yes, yeah, lose. And I don't know what's causing it.
To buttress your point there, right? People might think, oh, it's spiritual, but it's not necessarily spiritual. It's just when your home is shaken and nobody's paying attention, exactly. Your child might be going through something. Your child could be sick and you won't even notice. So that's what I think you're trying to say, that Lady Nantoma is trying to say, where things will hit your family, and because you people are not on guard, literally, you don't have your fences around your home, anything that hits your family will hit your family hard. And so that's why cheating and all these things can really break a home, to the point where children start to, you can start having kids falling sick. In this example, and again, I'm not implying that it is tied to it, but you never know.
It could
the child passed away and he was a
healthy child. It could be spiritual and physical.
Yeah.
It could be spiritual, because when I look at my uncles that died and my aunts, it started with sickness, but all these sicknesses were sicknesses that could be cured. But you just go to the hospital.
Sicknesses like what? Sicknesses like what?
Yeah, like my uncle, my mom, it started with my mom's younger brother. Then the wife just gave birth, and he said he's having fever, he's not feeling well. My mom said, okay, you come down to where we're living, Saplet, then leave your wife, leave Port Harcourt, because so she can take care of the baby. He came, and it was just like normal fever. We took him to the hospital. It was just like normal fever. They gave him treatment, but those sicknesses, they were really nothing was diagnosed. You understand? Nothing was really diagnosed, nothing serious. So that's what I'm saying. If it was a home that has peace, that kind of sickness can easily be cured, because right now the environment is really, because nobody knows what the other person is doing and what this person is doing, because we can't really tell. We don't see what they do behind closed doors, and we don't also see what this other person is doing behind closed doors. But for us, we just felt, okay, this is just mere sickness. And before we knew it, he was gone. And my mom was like, what is going on? The other one as well, her daughter was sick. And so eventually this one lost to her. Like, I just told myself, I said, never. And I remember when I was doing IT in Warri then, I happened to live with a very lovely couple. They had a boy then. Very nice lady. After work and everything, we'll sit out. And this lady told me something. She said, Onyeka, let me advise you. He said, don't ever be a second wife to any man. He said, because let me tell you, you will spend the rest of your life in that marriage trying to do the things that the first wife couldn't do. You will spend the rest of your life in that marriage trying to please the man, trying to make yourself be like the best wife. And that's what I'm seeing in this second woman now. So when I see all these things, I'm like, hey, Mommy Gita really advised me on all these things. She said that marrying a man who has lost the wife or who is divorced is another challenge. You have to learn to know the things he likes. So that one is a little bit okay. But becoming a second wife is not easy. You will, you know, marriage, like we're married, Daddy Freeze, you're married, and there are places where you lack, and then there are places where your wife also lacks certain things. You complement ourselves. We help this one in this aspect, and then the other person also helps you. But when you're a second wife, my dear, nothing like cannot not complimenting there. You are going to be doing all the work yourself. You see this one hailing and hailing. I have asked myself, I said, was this how she was hailing the first husband? I hope she was hailing the man like that. If not, this one will just be drama to show that I am the good wife. And it doesn't last. This couple, I'm telling you, I was surprised when I heard that the marriage is gone. This other lady, if she wants to greet the man in public, she will kneel down. Everybody will be saying, this one is good. The other first wife doesn't do all of this. I said, okay, today that marriage is gone. So what? So it's called sustainability. That thing you're doing, how long can you sustain
it for?
All this drama.
Anyway, ladies,
acting, how long?
Lovely hanging out with you. I'm coming back at 11 o'clock. I'll go rest small.
Rest.
Samaria, you have to be there. We're coming back. Those UK have been vindicated.
I will fly to UK.
You are flying to UK.
I'm actually in the US, you know. So we're not too far from each other. Yes.
Look at this lady. Where are you?
I'm in Mississippi.
So
we're on the same time zone as well.
Yeah,
so.
she just, I'll follow you now. I'm going to follow you. So that you send us invite and come on. Oh, wow. Wow. I thought you were in the UK all this while. Oh, my goodness.
No.
I thought Canada, sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said you want Samaria because she talks bad like you. Opinion space to collect blocking.
Yeah, like somebody like Samaria.
I like this. What's bad there?
Yeah, just is good. Just is good. Like Samaria now, if you know you have bad mouth, your husband will not be the calm one. That's it. So that you will be like his mouthpiece. When somebody wants to try your husband, they will just tell the person, if I call my wife for you, you understand? So that's how marriage should be. That's how marriage. Please, Daddy, please greetings to my lovely sister. I'm seeing all her work.
All right, guys. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
And of